Hey guys, CoolCheese here, and welcome back to another Destiny video. In today's video, we are going to be going over an exotic weapon that allows you to curb team balancing, and how to optimize that weapon to get the best results. The weapon in question in today's video is the Ager Scepter, and we're more specifically going to be focusing on its catalyst. The catalyst reads, holding reload drains super energy, overflows the magazine, and empowers the beam with bonus damage and the ability to slow and freeze targets until the magazine or super energy runs out, or the weapon is stowed. Can only be activated when your super energy is full. In practice, when you have the weapon overcharged, it is the best non-one-hit kill gun in the game. It mows through guardians and can pretty quickly delete supers as well. This weapon is a godsend for people without decent teammates because you can 1v6 pretty easily, as long as you have your super active. Which leads us to builds to make sure we get our super as fast as possible. Before we get into the builds themselves, we want to make sure that what we are creating is effective even without the super. So for example, using something like Mantle of Battle Harmony is a bad idea because we could be using a more effective exotic in the meantime, despite it giving us a faster super overall. Starting with the most effective build, we are going to be looking at Bottom Tree Golden Gun. Bottom Tree Golden Gun has a perk called Practice Makes Perfect, which reads, enter a trance with each precision hit, reducing the cooldown of your Golden Gun. This gives you one of the fastest, if not the fastest, non-exotic super in the game, and is going to really help us keep up that Ager's uptime. Additionally, Swarm and Trip Mine grenades are great at slowing down shotgun rushers, and the weighted knife is one of the strongest melees in the game. Overall, just on the subclass, you have very lethal abilities and ways to get your super very quickly, which is perfect for this build. Onto the energy slot, I think Darkest Before is the clear winner. Rapid fire weapons allow us to proc Practice Makes Perfect more often, which gives us an even faster super. Additionally, in the current sandbox, 540 pulses are great dueling weapons, and so you're not going to be sacrificing anything for that faster cooldown. My Darkest Before has Overflow and Unrelenting, so that I can have a very big mag, I can stay in a fight more often, and if I get a double kill, I can survive that much more easily. Finally, for your exotic armor, there are 3 exotics that I really like. First of all, Gemini Jesters. Having that ability to take radar and disorient enemies allows you to survive a little bit more easily despite not having a shotgun or sniper. This is especially strong when you're getting swarmed by 3 or more enemies. Secondly, if you enjoy Trip Mine grenades, Yaghahamkara's Spine is fantastic too. Your trip mines are that much more lethal, harder to kill, and you get them more often, which makes them ever present during the course of a match. Finally, Athrus's Embrace or the Aimbot Throwing Knife gloves are fantastic too, as they deal with shotgun rushers extremely well. That's it for Goldie, but before we move on, I want to give a big shout out to my friend Lunars. I'm going to link his Twitch and YouTube in the description. He's the one who kind of inspired me to use this build, and he is insanely good at it, so I highly recommend checking out his gameplay on Twitch or his opinion pieces on YouTube. Cracked player, very smart individual. Next up on the Warlock, Chaos Reach is your best option. Chaos Reach is very good because of Ionic Traces. Defeating enemies has a chance to create Ionic Traces. Collecting Ionic Traces grants energy to all of your abilities. If you get a kill on an opponent in Crucible, it creates that Ionic Trace, which gives you super energy. This is obviously very good at getting your super very quickly, as well as having good ability uptime, which via things like Ball Lightning and 3 extremely strong grenades, allows you to be very lethal throughout the course of a match and get your super fast similar to Golden Gun. For Chaos Reach, you have a lot more freedom over what goes in your energy slot, so I would just use whichever you prefer. And for exotics, Warlock has a lot of very strong neutral options that you can use. For example, Ophidians are great, T-Steps are great, I Have Another World is great, so pick a neutral exotic you like the most. And that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, I'd really appreciate a like, and if you would consider subscribing for more, I would really appreciate that. Make sure to check me live at twitch.tv/CoolCheese, and if you're in the market for an energy drink, my sponsor, Advanced.gg, is the leader within the gaming realm. Make sure to use code CHEESE at checkout. Anyways, thank you for watching the video, and have a great rest of your night.